Hey, it's Corey with the Corey Meadow team at Ocean Atlantic Sotheby's, and today I'm here at a beautiful listing located in Tidewater Landing, which is a really sought after community in Lewes, Delaware. This community actually has awesome amenities, a beautiful clubhouse, great pool, and it is located on the Love Creek, so it has a launch for non-powered motorsports, so kayaking and paddleboarding, and you can do some crabbing out there, and it's a nice floating dock and beautiful area. You can sit back and relax if you just want to look at the Love Creek. The Love Creek will actually run you all the way out to the Rehoboth Bay. So if you're adventurous with your kayak, you can head all the way out to the Rehoboth Bay and take that around to the Indian River Bay. And honestly, the options are endless in regards to kayaking. So all of that can happen directly from here at Tidewater Landing. But I want to show you this, this house, take you on a tour through this. This is a Kingfisher built by Schell brothers. This home was built in 2019, so it's just a couple years old. Meticulously cared for, and a ton of options. We have a side extension, 2-foot extension. The whole back of the house has been extended out. We have a beautiful multi-leveled courtyard with a hot tub, amazing kitchen, full basement with a bar, finished bonus room, and we also have up front, when you first come in the door, an awesome flex room with glass doors that can be used as an office or a sitting room or something like that. But let's head out front. We'll start at the street, kind of spin around, see what the surrounding home looks like, come into the house, we'll tour everything, and we'll end up outside where all the action is. So let's flip the camera around and set off and check that out. Okay, so here we are on Union Circle. This is kind of like the shape of a horse track, and this portion of Tidewater Landing. So a very quiet road. The horse track, the reason I bring that up is in the middle of it is all wood. So all of these homes that are on this, on the interior side of Union Circle, will all back up to home, or back up to a interior wooded home site, meaning that we don't have to worry about that land being sold to a developer and having homes built later on, like some of the homes on the other side of the road, what they're dealing with now. So great option. You know, what you see is what you get, and it's going to be like that, which is wonderful. You can see from the exterior elevation, they've added a lot of beautiful accents to this. They have the stone facade here, accenting the garage. And something that's unique is that they don't have railings on this front porch, which when you have furniture out there, it's beautiful. A lot of people spend a lot of money on their furniture, and it's nice to be able to actually see your furniture from the street. But more so when you're sitting on your furniture looking out, you're not staring at railings. You get to actually see a beautiful garden or your friends walking down the street. As we come up to the home, this again, as I said earlier, this is a Kingfisher. Now there's only 2 floor plans by Schell brothers, the Kingfisher and the Shearwater, that offer a wraparound porch. And these homeowners opted to do the wraparound porch option, which really adds to the curb appeal when you are out front looking at the home. Composite decking front porch. The front door has some beautiful accents to it, side lights, and a transom window above. As we enter the home, the first thing we notice is this beautiful 2-story foyer with crown molding. Immediately off to the right is going to be a powder room. You're going to notice as we tour the house, lots of added trim work. This beadboard on the bottom, which really adds a beautiful accent to the house. Also gives you a lot of durability on the lower portion of your walls. This is that flex room I was talking about. So this is, you know, they're utilizing as an office. They added the built-in cabinetry here. And you can see here the glass French doors with the transom window. This 5-inch plank hand-scraped hardwood floor you're going to find throughout the entire first floor and going up the stairs to the loft. As we continue through the foyer, the next door on the left is going to be a nice sized coat closet. Then we come into our main living space. Two-story great room. We're roughly like 17 to 18 feet on this great room. Beautiful windows in the back, just allowing natural light to flood into this room. But this room has been extended 2 feet out on the side and then 2 feet out the rear. So actually, every rear wall on this home has been bumped out 2 feet, including the owner suite, which we'll see in a minute. But we can see with that bump out, having 2 feet on the rear, our cabinetry built in on the other side gets wider because our room is actually 2 feet wider. Beautiful hardwood flooring flowing into this room as well. Directly off of the great room is going to be our kitchen. This is a really well-appointed gourmet kitchen with these beautiful countertops, nice center island. This actually has the kitchen extension on it, so it's actually wider than the traditional Kingfisher kitchen would be. We have an induction cooktop, in-wall oven, full overlay cabinets with this really nice glazed finish on it. Soft closed doors and drawers, dovetail construction, and these are going to be well-borne cabinets, so these are a very high-end cabinet. When you look at, not everyone is aware, when you look at Schell Brothers homes, their cabinetry includes a lot of really neat features, like all these pull-out drawers in the lower cabinets. And those are all soft close as well. The door directly off of the kitchen is going to be our access down to the basement, which we will check out in a minute. But first, we're going to go from the kitchen into the eat-in area. So a really great size eat-in area for a dining room table. They had a table that could seat 6 in here. We then have a casement opening that leads to a hall. If we make a right on the hallway, we come down. We have a door here, right here, which is going to be our pantry. Straight through is going to take us into our laundry room. They opted to add additional cabinetry. And every wet area in the home, so whether it's the laundry, the wet bar downstairs, or the bathrooms, includes this really high-end upgraded tile floor versus the linoleum floor that is featured standard in this area. We continue through into the garage. The nice thing about the Kingfisher is that when you look at the garage, it's a standard size, but we have this additional bump area here, which is great for additional storage. Not that you need it with having a full basement and with unfinished storage down there, but it is nice to have that extra room for bicycles. You don't have to worry about putting those up on hoists. So back in this hall, we'll continue through into the owner's suite. Really nice coastally colors here. This beautiful tray ceiling with crown molding on the inside of the tray ceiling as well as the exterior walls. And then that tray has been accented by some additional lighting. One thing that I forgot to mention about in the front flex room and in the kitchen, but also in here, is that we have home audio throughout the first floor in the house. And each one of these rooms has their own individual volume switch. So you can connect to your source and then connect or control the volume of it either through your device or directly through these switches. That switch also, the second volume switch, there's speakers that are outside of the door, which we'll look at in a second after we look at the owner's bathroom. Continuing from the bedroom through to the owner's bathroom, first we have 2 closets, both featuring custom closet organizers. Going into the bathroom, you're going to notice right away that tile floor I was telling you about. Quartz countertops, dual sinks. Pretty much everything in this house has really been upgraded. We have a 3/4 tile shower here with this really nice river rock floor. and then this mosaic insert. And then we have this nice large garden soaker tub here as well, also showing with that mosaic insert. A lot of the windows you're going to see have either custom drapery or plantation shutters. And then in the rear we have our water closet for some privacy. As we exit, there's a door here, so we do have a designated linen closet in the owner's suite. Heading back out into the owner's bedroom, I want to note a few things. Number one, just this beautiful view of this wooded lot. And this just really is stunning. And again, this is an interior wooded lot, so we don't have to worry about that some developer buys that and decides to build a house on it 5 or 10 years down the road. Then they opted to add the rear door access, which goes out onto the hardscape, which after they purchased the home, they added this beautiful hot tub, so you can come right out from the owner's suite into the hot tub. And they did situate the cover the way that it sits, that when you're in the hot tub, you actually have privacy. You have the cover on one side, and then the home itself on the other side. So all that you're looking at is going to be the trees behind you. And then these are the speakers that have been installed out here. So coming back into the owner's bedroom, we're going to go out into the hall and make a right into the main living space. We're going to head up first, we'll look upstairs, and then we'll go down to the basement before we go outside. So heading into the great room towards the front of the house at the foyer area, and then we'll make a 180 turn and head up the hardwood stairs leading up to the loft. I want to tell you, this house has been meticulously cared for. It's really hard to tell in a video. When you come in to see it in person, they really, really took great care of this home. Carpets are all in beautiful shape. Guest room number 1, which faces the rear of the house, they left the custom drapery in here. Nice neutral coastally colors in here that you've seen pretty much throughout the whole home. Closet, and they also added, when they built the home, recessed lights, which is an option. They added in both of the guest rooms. Coming back out into the loft, the next door is going to take us to the guest bathroom, dual sinks, upgraded cabinetry in here as well, 12 by 12 tile floor, and then a nice shower tub combo. Again, back out into the loft. The next door is going to take us into guest room number 2. Recessed lights in here. Nice neutral coastal colors as well. Hunter Douglas blinds, and these are actually some of the more high-end blinds where you can actually open it from the top or the bottom. One thing I want to note about this home, there was a full home inspection done prior to listing the home. And in that listing, there was just a few major defects that were found. One is 2 windows, this window right here, and then 1 window that is in the bonus room had broken seals, and they have already had those windows replaced. So that is all good. And then there was a crack in the grout in the owner's bathroom, and they've had that repaired as well. This is going to be the finished bonus room. This is just a really nice, large, finished room. It is on its own separate zone, so we have a mini split here to control the heat and air conditioning in this room up here. But if you're looking to make a designated guest quarters or a game ping pong billiards room, or I mean, the options really are endless as far as what you can do with this space up here. And then back out into the loft. Let me just take this look, this view of the 2-story great room here. You can just really see from this view how beautiful that floor is. Some people opt for dark floors or LVP. This is a very classy, beach-colored, hand-scraped, engineered hardwood floor. It's really stunning when you see it in person. But the nice thing is because it's more neutral, it will go with a lot of furniture. Coming back into the kitchen, and now we're going to head down to the basement. Similar carpet to what we saw up in the loft, but this is going to be gray instead of that cream. Seeing more of that trim that I spoke about earlier. The entire basement, that lower part of the wall has been covered in that. The basement is where it's really great because this is where people tend to get a little bit rough if you have kids or grandkids or people just kind of messing around. It gives you more durability and ease of clean as far as if walls get scuffed or beat up. But this is a big, big space down here as well. We do have our egress window. And then the full wet bar. This is all well-born cabinetry as well with the soft closed doors and drawers, quartz countertops. They also even went so far as to do a designated ice machine, so that way you never have to worry about running out of ice and running upstairs, and a wine fridge. But the cabinetry is really just what makes it special, the lighting that they added. Even after they sold the home, they added a little over $100,000 into the house with the fence and the patio, hot tub, and a lot of things that they've done to the home. So there's just been a lot of time and care put into the home. And then we have our bathroom here. Now directly off of the finished basement, we have roughly what I've estimated about 500 square feet, maybe a little bit more, of unfinished space for storage. So we just have tons of area if you want to put up shelving or whatever works for you for storage space down here. As you can see, the typical Schell Brothers wrapped foundation. And one thing that I want to note here, these walls that are insulated, this is where that powder room is. And you have the ability that if you decided that you wanted to make that a full bath, your ejection pit is located right here. You theoretically could talk to a contractor and see, how the ease of adding a shower to that half bath to make it a full bath. So lots of unfinished space. So heading back out onto the finished basement. They had this set up with like a billiard table, and then this was more of like the lounge, couch, seating area down here with, obviously the big TV. The TVs do convey. And now we will head upstairs and out to the courtyard. All right, through the sliding glass doors, out onto this multi-leveled courtyard. And they really opted to add a ton of options out here as well, along with the built-in gardens along the edge. The built-in kitchen area with your grill. And this is a gas grill piped into the home. There's the door from the owner's suite that we came out to look at the hot tub. And this really nice pergola that they added on as well. Now, as far as home sites go, and this is what's really special right now, Schell Brothers, if you were to build a home, does not have a lot of options in regards to wooded home sites, because the biggest The most common community right now to this would be Welch's Pond, and Welch's Pond does not have any wooded home sites available. And it's really kind of hard to say when it will be. So this is that view right here from the courtyard. This amazing private, again, interior wooded home site. They've already added the aluminum fence. And if we go out here, you'll see little bumps on every other post. These are lighting, downlight along the fence. And then this hardscape wall, the retaining wall, also has downlighting. So just really, really beautiful outdoor living space. All right, so that pretty much concludes our tour here. This is 33549 Union Circle, located in Lewes, Delaware, in the community of Tidewater Landing. If you have any questions all about this property, feel free to give me a call at 302-466-5511. You can also email me at Corey, C-O-R-Y, at coastallifede, as in Delaware.com. Again, my name is Corey with the Corey Mayo team at Ocean Sotheby's, and I specialize in coastal Delaware real estate, new construction, and client relocation. So please feel free to reach out with any questions that you have. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing from you.